Seen the video where there was a monkey babysitting a baby, bro, and that was on that was on TikTok. And I'm looking at them like, wow, these animals are smart. These monkeys. The baby was crying. The monkey got down off the bed, went in the kitchen, and grabbed the hand of the mother and pulled her back in the room for the baby, man.
Yeah.
Don't tell me we ain't got no common ancestors, Sanchez. We got common ancestors.
Watch this though. Let me ask you this though. So what about the people that have dog assistants and the dog know how to open the door? It can help with the baby just like the monkey.
True. That's true.
So we must comfort dogs too then. You see what I'm saying?
No, we have a common ancestor.
Okay,
And,
so
we got Neftali in the building. Neftali said they do teach that. I don't think that Uncle them teach that, bro.
Instead of a common ancestor, I think we got a common understanding and respect for life itself, no matter if it's a flower, a human, a butterfly. I think that the compassion that the animal showing a human baby is no different than a human baby looking at a baby dog, a little cute puppy, a little beautiful goat, and showing them that same compassion as a mother, as a father, seeing a baby goat struggling on the road. I'm gonna take it in, right? I think animals have the ability to have that same compassion toward humans.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you hear out of the African's mouth how they feel about Black people, and you tell me what you think. I ain't doing them but showing a clip. Don't get mad at me, dog.
They're your brothers.
They're not our
and
brothers.
sisters.
They're not our brothers.
They are.
If you were born in America and have lived there for 300 years, you're no longer African. Those are Americans. We
don't need
they
them
were
to
taken away, unfortunately, but they are Americans. We will develop by ourselves. Yeah, we have the capacity, we have the will, we have the resolve. We don't need them. No.
I totally agree. Thank you so much.
And she said, I totally agree. Now watch this.
So
did you hear that?
Yes, I did. I saw that before.
So, and it's not, and my thing is, so even if the out of Africa theory is real, right? He's saying, well, you've been gone too long. You no longer African no more.
Check this out, though. Sanchez. I know my hating scumbags. They watching. They watch me all the time. I call them my hating scumbags. They are watching. So let me give them something to highlight Brother Sarnetta with. In a sense, he's right. We've been here for 300-something years, brother. He is right, because we have been stripped of our language, stripped of our culture, stripped of our names, stripped of every goddamn thing. We've been stripped of. Hold on, let me finish. We've been stripped of all of that. My brother, one of my teachers, Professor Larry, he always teach that we are our own people now. Yes, we still have our African blood that connects us into the land, but we are our own people now, where we have a total different culture. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not saying we're not Africans, but I'm saying in a sense, he is right. We've been here for 300 years. We have our own culture. We have our own, not our own language, but goddamn, we lost the mother tongue. You know, what do you say to that, Sanchez?
I say he should try to be giving it back. Sarnetta, listen to this. If we are Africans that were taken from our motherland and lost everything you said, then instead of us American who are lost Africans over here, I'm going to say hypothetically, we lost Africans, right? Instead of us having so much passion toward Africa and trying to get back to our motherland, that's one thing, but it should be mutual. The Africans should be trying to come back and find their lost loved ones that was taken, not just us trying to get back. So if the Africans feel like this, when you teaching an American over here that he don't know who he is, he got to go to Africa to find himself. But when he get to Africa, this is the kind of attitude he's gonna find. He's gonna get off of that plane, and those Africans ain't gonna be saying, "Let me connect you with your tribe, my lost brother."
Right,
They're gonna be saying, "You American tourist, can I sell you something?"
There you go. There you go, Sanchez. You on it. You on it. Hey, look at what Rabon say. What do you say to this? The world is African descent.
Because he said so.
Rabon, hit the link. Stop being scared, bro. Come
like
on.
I said, there's no way we can prove human origins because none of us humans was there in the beginning. But it's a good debate, and I like the debate that I have the better belief. I'm an honest man enough to say that when we talking about the first humans and human origins, that I'm giving you my belief. That's called honesty. I wasn't there. I'm actually saying which man got the best belief. Because neither one of us can say out of ego, I'm factually truth that this were the first humans, this what happened. Were you there? Like, I'm just starting off with the honesty, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been telling these science fanatics, I'll be like, look, man, time travel is real, cloning is real, and all that. They be like, man, that's stupid, that's pseudo. I'll be like, hey, you telling your science that. I ain't saying that. Just like them with that Bible. A lot of folks will say the stuff I'm saying pseudo, but I'm actually giving them the cutting edge of technology. And a lot of people think they scientific. They might be, but they ain't up to date with it, though.
Right.
Is what I'll say.
Right. That's a fact.
But as far as this out of Africa theory go, you got a lot of people that say they can prove this with science. But Sarnetta, here go the truth. There is no science that can definitively give us any facts or truths about human origins. Anytime we talking about human origins, it's automatically a theoretical debate and almost a religious debate because when nobody there at the original beginning when humans were created. I wasn't there when God created humans. And if God did create humans and put them in Africa first, I can't prove that. Why? Because I wasn't there. I would just have to believe that like any other religion. That's why I said this thing is more of a religion. Yeah, man. And as far as the DNA argument goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot trace DNA back to the beginning of time. That's what some people like to believe. The whole thing about proving that everybody come from Africa using DNA, Sarnetta, is that when they study all of the databases and all that, they say that most people match with African people. So no matter where you at in the world, all these DNA tests and kits, they saying worldwide out of our history of doing DNA test kits, most of everyone in the world got more matches in Africa than anywhere else. Now they'll take that and say, well, listen, that's proof we from Africa. But here go the truth, Sarnetta. Most of the blood work databases are located in Africa, meaning like how most of the plasma centers is in the ghetto. Most of the places where they are being vampires and taking people blood like that is in the poor countries, and Africa is number one. So they're basically putting your DNA up against databases where most of the people in the database are from Africa. So of course I'm gonna have more matches in Africa than anywhere else if the people who submitting the most blood to this database are African.
All life come from the black man. And you said you don't believe that, you don't follow that. You believe that we were created in different spots. I'll let you tell it. I don't want to misquote you or nothing like that.
So I believe all of life was created at the same place at the same time by the same source. And if you ask me what place where's that place where it was created, I would tell them the earth. I wouldn't point to no particular part of the earth. The reason that the religious scholars and a bunch of people in the past wanted to point us to particular places for human origins, that's called panning. Like a pan knob on a radio. If it's pointed straight up, it ain't left or right. You getting balanced sound out of both speakers. But this whole pan Africanism is basically saying that we originated in this one geographic location versus before that, we all had an idea of life beginning on the earth in all locations. And it didn't have to spread itself. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of science and proof to what I'm saying, you know, being the fact that what I said on the last show, Sarnetta, is over 40,000 plants in the Amazon that you can't find nowhere else. You can't find them in Africa neither. That right there is really the dagger. When I go around every continent and show you unique life there that's always been there and they never went to Africa, and that life that's there ain't come from Africa. That's what started debunking it. But then people will say this, Sarnetta, they'll say, well, brother Sanchez, that's plants. We talking about humans. You know what I'm saying? And when they say that, you know what I say? Just kind of now we can put our mind frame into the mind of the creator for a minute. Why, right? If I make humans in Africa, I'm going to make plants, fruit, water, because if I'm a creator and I create the first humans in Africa, they got to eat. They got to have food and all that around them. So I'm going to put food around them humans. Now, if I don't create humans in these other places in the other continents, why then would I have fruit growing there and vegetables and is thriving with all kind of other life that need humans to be there for it to sustain itself, because we play a role in the ecosystem. So why would the creator put an ecosystem that needs humanity in it for it to thrive and put that ecosystem in all these other continents lacking the key part, which is humans, but only put it in Africa, only complete this ecosystem in Africa in antiquity? That makes no sense. That's to say that the only complete continent in antiquity was Africa, and every other continent was a work in progress waiting for the creator to be continued to go over there and see life after the fact.
Because Rabon still got pseudo in him. So I would like to see if Rabon agrees with this statement that you're saying all people don't come out of Africa. All people don't come from the black man. Rabon is God body. He's 5%. So I'm interested in seeing what his science is on this.
Yeah. And that under that theory, it says that everyone in the world is an African. But when you go to Africa and talk to those oldest tribes, they'll tell you you're not an African. All right. And then when we say that all of life originate from Africa, when you go to Africa and talk to like the Dogon tribe, the Pygmy, they don't even have an out of Africa theory. How do we have an out of Africa theory? And we said we come from them. But when you go talk to them, they say, we didn't even come from Africa. And we're dealing with the oldest tribes, the Dogon, the Pygmy. When you go to asking them where their ancestors originate from, y'all will start calling them pseudo, because they go to pointing up in the stars. They go to naming lands we never heard of. Well, yeah, when you talk to the Pygmy, to the Dogon, man, they got these Western anthropologists in shock, because they go to telling them about galaxies and planets that they shouldn't even know about. They don't even got the equipment we got. So they say, look, our ancestors is from that star right there. Hey, my ancestors from this constellation. When you go to asking these old tribes where they originate from, they don't even point to the earth, man. And we talking about we from Africa.
You know, Rabon teach, I don't know if he still teach it, but he teaches that the white man was grafted in the cave by a big-headed scientist, brother. You know, I don't know if he's still on that level or if he graduated, because, you know, he got a little pseudo in him, man.
Well, you know, I understand that what we was teaching about the white man being a grafted man was our response to him telling us that we weren't human. You know, when the white man told us we was only 3/5 of a human, we said, well, bitch, you's a caveman, and nigga, you're grafted. You know, but either side, both sides are speaking out of emotions and ego and not no real science, right? It's just out of racism.
Yeah,
You
he said that the white man was grafted. What do we say about the pig? What do Ramon teach on the pig, that he was grafted of half cat, rat, and dog or something like that?
They teach all that the white man is a blend of all these different animals. See, all of this stuff. And the white man, what did he teach about us, Sir? He said we're a blend of monkey and some other stuff. So you got, and why ain't no other races doing this? Because black folks and white folks hate each other, and this our way of talking shit, basically, scientifically. But it ain't got nothing to back it up but our prejudiceness. If we really want to go into the origin of white man, black man, all that, we got to push our prejudices aside, but we don't want to do that. Therefore, we don't mature about the subject matter.
So you're saying no to this on the screen?
I'm saying that if I can meet the white folks that came up with this concept, it'll be on and popping, because that shit's so racist, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think this is what Unc and them teach. They just teach the same common ancestor. Because, like you said, and I got this from you, then how come they are not changing today? You see what I'm saying? Because if we came from them, then how come they are not changing today?
Facts. They don't want niggas thinking. You know, people got a lot to say about debates about the conscious community and stuff.
Right.
But when they realize that this shit under attack because where else you gonna go and provoke thought? Because everywhere else is like, you know what I'm saying? My thing is, no matter if you agree with the Hebrews or the Moors or the Kemet, like, I'm a flat earther. But this space needs to be protected that we all in, because we get to fucking debate whatever philosophies we want. You can't do this shit for too long. It's getting censored. It's gonna be more and more. Enjoy it while it's here, man. That's all I'm gonna say.